morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Augustana College and the Department of Athletics, we'd certainly like to extend our warm welcome to our faculty, staff, students, and other community guests that have joined us today for our celebration of the recent success of the Augustana men's basketball team and the 4x400 national champions in indoor track and field. My name is Mike Sapolsky. I serve as the athletic director at Augustana College, and it's my pleasure to introduce our president, Steve Balls.
Well, thank you, Mike. There are 442 schools in NCAA Division III, and today there are 441 presidents who can not say what I'm about to say. Congratulations, Viking, on the 1600 relay championship. Congratulations, gentlemen. Isaac Smith, David DeVore, Keith Klein, and our amazing anchor, David Boland, have all given us a tremendous gift. You have honored Augustana College with your achievement. Congratulations are also due to David Boland for being named the Midwest Regional Track Athlete of the Year by the United States Track and Field and Coaches Association. That is a big deal, and friends, it is not over yet. We have the outdoor season ahead of us. Best wishes, gentlemen, in the outdoor season. And now for the Vikings who set sail for Salem. This has been a very special season for so many reasons, and two stand out for me. The Vikings could write a textbook this year on teamwork. Every one of these players had starring roles at some point in the season. That's what's incredible about this season, gentlemen. In each game, one of you stepped forward. If the team needed to drop the hammer, Hunter was there. If they needed a spark, Tavian was there. When the defense needed to stop an opponent's run, Jawan was there. When a three-point shot could be a turning point, either Griffin, Dan, or Dylan could take care of it. Or maybe Nick and Brandon could get a three-point the old-fashioned way. Every reserve off the bench made a real difference. The teamwork is why we won. Let us thank our Augustana Vikings for a spectacular season. Gentlemen, your persistence was incredible. These Vikings had many challenges, injuries, a mid-season lull, an incredibly difficult season, but they came back time and time again. They knew they could do it after they beat Bradley on their home court to accomplish great things. They came back from a tough loss to beat the reigning national champion, and they knew they could handle any challenge. That confidence is born of persistence, and this team gave us a lesson, all of us in the Augustana community, about the essentials of leadership. Thank you, gentlemen, for such a spectacular performance. And congratulations. Now, friends, this could not be done without an outstanding coaching staff, and each will have an opportunity to address you, but I want to congratulate them. No one knows basketball like Coach Giovanni, and no one knows track like Coach Olson. Coach G was just named the Division III National Coach of the Year by Basketball Times. Congratulations, Coach G. Both Coach G and Oles are more than excellent coaches. They are role models for this community. They are committed to excellence. They are committed to patience. They are committed to teamwork. They embody the values of Augustana College as a whole. And I want to thank the Quad City community and all those in the audience for the incredible support of Augustana athletics. We want to thank our media partners also. There has been more enthusiasm in the Quad Cities for Augustana than at any point in my 12 years as president of Augustana. Indeed, thank you, Augustana community, for your support of the Augustana Vikings. It's been incredible. Students, a few of you will recognize the name Joe Torre. Joe Torre was a baseball player and a baseball coach. He said something about competing and winning, which I think is highly relevant. And I'd like to repeat that before I close. Competing at the highest level is not about winning. Competing at the highest level is about preparation, courage, understanding, nurturing your teammates, and heart. Winning is the result. Like our men's basketball and track team, thousands of men and women at Augustana College each day exhibit courage, understanding, nurturing, and heart. Winning is the result. These qualities make Augustana College a winner. Go Augustana Vikings!
Thank you very much, Steve. We are incredibly blessed to have the tremendous administrative support for athletics at Augustana, and we certainly appreciate your commitment to athletics and your leadership that you provide. At this point in time, we'd like to have both of our respective head coaches address the group and say a little bit about the respective winter sports seasons that their team just concluded. For those of you that know Coach Olson, he always talks about celebrating the journey. And today is definitely a celebration of a tremendous journey by the 4 young men that won the national championship in the 4x400 relay. So Paul, you could step up and talk to the group. We'd appreciate it.
There's a little note right here. It says speak loud. I thought it said speak long. So be ready. We have on the back of one of our T-shirts, I believe. And we have on the back of another one of our T-shirts, celebrate life. And those two things sure came together with a great triumph at Winston-Salem, North Carolina, with the championship of this 4x4 team. But before I talk about that, it won't be very long, I promise. We want to say congratulations to the incredible achievements that the basketball team gave all of us, the thrills they gave us. I want you to know that you probably don't know that the 4x4 was televised. You had to go to channel 6422 to get it. But it was there, and I had alumni contact me and kids back home. There were 3 houses on campus that invited their track friends over to watch on big screens. So they found it, and they got a chance to watch it. But my favorite story about that is that we compete a lot of times, almost all the time, the same time the basketball team is. And so we've got kids on the bus. We're live streaming the basketball game. And at one game, we didn't get any sound. And I see Doug Sand up there, one of our assistant coaches. He gave the play-by-play to everybody while we're talking up. And we're cheering for the basketball team on our way to a track meet. And you guys inspired us, too. So thanks for that. I guess what I want to say briefly is, I know 3 different people have asked me this morning, what does it feel like to win? Well, it feels like a great achievement and pride, and I love the affirmation that these guys get, and it's a reflection of an affirmation for a whole team. The guys that weren't at this race, that weren't on the 4x4, but that stayed home and watched this and then made sure that there was a celebration when they arrived. But this is what I watched, and I'm tying that together with I believe. They, right there, never stopped believing. We've been through, in the last year and a half, a thyroid condition that was serious, a concussion 2 weeks before the national meet, a pulled stomach muscle 1 week before the conference meet, and David Boland missed a season and a half last year. But through all of that, this goal was there. We're going to be national champs. We're going to be national champs. It'd be pretty easy to watch that get chipped away at, watch that confidence, watch that, it's a deeper word, that belief get chipped away, but it never did. So maybe we know there's a national championship trophy, and we know that those guys are national champs and that they're all Americans, but they're national champs in a character that says, I believe And no matter how it gets chipped away at, I'm not going to stop believing. And for that, I give my heartiest congratulations, and way to go, you guys. I love you. You're awesome.
What Coach Olson didn't mention, we've got 3 of these 4 young men are seniors, David DeBoer, Keith Klein, and David Bowen. 3 of them are seniors. Isaac is a sophomore. We finished second at the indoor championship last year, and we finished second at the outdoor championship in 2012, 2013, and 2014. And those guys were part of those particular groups, and that's... And as President Ball said, the outdoor season lies ahead, and those expectations will be high. So, fellows, good luck as we transition to the outdoor season. I was thinking about maybe taking my jacket off before introducing Coach Giovanni, but I'll keep it on. As you've heard, and as you all know, a tremendous season by our men's basketball team. And as President Balls mentioned, just last night we learned that Gray was recognized by Basketball Times Magazine as the National Coach of the Year for Division III, which is a tremendous accolade. And we'd like... I heard that. And at this point in time, we'd like Gray to come to the microphone and share some comments about the magical season for the Vikings.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I didn't even bother with the sport coat today. It always comes off anyway. But I want to begin by adding our congratulations to the national champions here. When I was considering coming to Augustana, one of the people they had me meet with on my visit was Paul Olson, who helped me understand what a special place this can be and how good a fit I might have here. And one of the great pleasures of my job is getting to cross paths with Paul Olson on a regular basis in those offices. So for that, I thank you, Coach Olson. I want to add, as Mike said, our thanks to our senior administration. You can't have successful programs unless you have an administration that wants them to be good. And so for that, we appreciate, starting with President Balls, the support that we get from our administration. Our team had a special season this year, and I think in large part it was because we had a special senior class. Our seniors led this year by serving. We had probably the most unselfish, team-oriented group of seniors that I've ever encountered. I'd like those 5 guys to please stand up and be recognized specifically. 5 seniors that showed how to lead. Sit back down. Sit back down. Sit back down. Let's not get carried away. Those guys showed how to lead by serving. And it was a great lesson that I hope the guys coming back will appreciate. Over the last couple days, I thought, why is it that this group really seemed to capture the fancy, the imagination of the student body and the Quad Cities community? Because they did. It was amazing. We didn't have any students here 2 weekends in a row, and yet we had sellout crowds. And I think what I've arrived at it is because they are so much like all of us. The student body loves them because they go to the same, unlike at North Carolina, they go to the same classes that everybody else goes to. They live in the same residence halls that everybody else goes to. They eat the same meals that everybody else goes to. It's hard not to relate to these guys. In fact, when they walk on campus, they look like everybody else. I mean, Griffin and Hunter, please stand up. Now, let me ask you something. Who here doesn't honestly think that you could take those 2 guys 2-on-2 right now? Come on. Right? Okay, sit back down. It was really an easy group to pull for, and it was certainly a privilege to coach them. To those seniors, I would say thank you publicly. To those underclassmen, I would say, wouldn't you love to strive to sit on this side of the podium like these national champions next year. Thank you very much.
Well, again, thank you very much for being here today. Augustana College is a wonderful place to be. We celebrate the success of our programs. We're fortunate to be in an environment where success is not only expected, but it's something that we strive for. And certainly the examples of our 4x400 national champion track team and our national runner-up men's basketball program has set the bar high as we move to our spring sports season. We're looking forward to additional success moving forward. And again, we appreciate you being here today. The guys who are going to be hanging out, so you're more than welcome to come down and talk to them. We'll take care of all the media interviews and hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for being here.